Hey guys, welcome to Nemcast. This is episode 7, and in today's episode we're going to be talking about in part 1 sort of beginner's guide to Airsoft, what to get, the kit to sort of expect. You guys are fucking around already. It's going to be an interesting one, so stick around, and in part 1 we'll go over that. And in part 2 we're going to be doing a little review on the bloc Airsoft glasses, bloc tactical or whatever they're called, and just sort of a comparison to our experience with it. So I'll catch you in a minute. Cheers, chaps. Hey guys, welcome back to part 1, and we're going to be discussing a beginner's guide to Airsoft, so what sort of kit to get and what to expect from your first games and that sort of thing. So you're relatively new to the Airsoft game as such.
Yeah.
How long have you been playing now?
2 years. Mostly, for my first year I was mostly playing at the same site just to kind of get my feels for it, see if I was actually enjoying it, see if I wanted to carry on, progress any further into buying more GNUs, more gear, more things like that. But yeah, two years has flown by. I've bought more gear than I'd like to say that I've bought now, but yeah, I've put a bit of money into it.
Wait until you hit year 5 and you can't even find stuff.
Yeah, when I buy nods, that's when I know I've gone too far and I need to stop. But
no, when you buy nods, that's when it's like, I've got no money.
You've reached
But I have nods.
peak.
Yeah, peak Airsoft.
There's nothing else you can buy. I might as well just buy nods.
There is. I found about tag grenades.
This is true,
Yeah.
a very expensive thing. Anyway,
Yeah.
so, cutting to the chase, if you're just sort of starting Airsoft and you're looking into getting into it, what would your advice be as to what you should start to buy first, personally? Then we'll move to Greg's opinion on thoughts, what you should buy first, and I'll sort of finish on that.
I'd say the obvious one is obviously going to be get the gun that you want. I bought a 416, wasn't massively impressed with it. Very shortly after buying it, I came to you and bought my AK. It's what I wanted originally, but everybody tried to force me down the M4 route and was like, look, just get one of these. If anything goes wrong, people can help you, which is very true. But get what you want first. After you've got, just your basic gun, whatever you want to go with, get yourself some decent face protection.
Yeah, face protection's a massive thing, isn't
Eye
it?
protection, lower face protection.
Well, then again, I've been playing for years, so I just use a gun guard.
I think when you're first starting, though, it's a big fear. I mean,
Yeah.
I've still got that fear now.
No,
but
there is. It's the one thing you don't like when you start is being hit in the face. And then as you do it for a while, you realise there's worse places to be shot.
Yeah, obviously, if you're doing CQB, Face Pro is an absolute must.
Yeah.
Personally.
CQB, yeah, but I think worse than face. I mean, as long as you like teeth, as long as that's okay, because dentist bills are horrible. But hands.
Oh yes, knuckles.
Because you constantly like that, like you're holding your rifle. You're always getting hit in the knuckles or the fingers, and it's just because it's so close to the bone, it's just an extra hurt.
Yeah.
So that's why really good gloves.
So, like we said, Face Pro, Eye Pro, decent stuff. Not just AliExpress Eye Pro. Go to a proper Airsoft shop,
no.
get rated Eye Pro. I personally recommend these blocks, but we'll get onto that in part 2. And some good gloves. You can get is it the Mechanics? They're like paintball looking, so they've got like padding over the top. They're great.
There's all sorts. There's like Oakley's, Mechanics. I have I can't remember. I call them pigs. It's like PDT. They're good. They're very slimline, but there's like slightly padded on the knuckles, but very thin. But they're very, very good, and you can use your touch screens with them.
Yeah, I mean with your gloves you can skimp out a little bit. As long as some knuckle guards.
Gloves are the one thing where it's like you can spend like 10 quid on them because it's just something to give you a little layer of protection. It hurts, but you get shot in the finger. It's not going to be as much damage as you get a 2-shot out.
No.
So
I'd probably put one thing even above gloves. Like, as long as you've got face protection, you've got your GNU, you're going to be happy with that. Go get yourself some decent boots.
yes.
I bought some surplus ones. I think they were £15. They worked for about the first 6 months, but then they just started to fall apart. I carried on with them. They were uncomfortable as hell. I bought these, and I love them.
Whenever I'm on here, we're always talking about boots, and that's because they are very important.
Yeah.
One, they keep your feet. Get ones that are waterproof. Because trust me, you don't want to be running around. We're England. It's always wet. You don't want to be running around with wet feet all day. ankle support, because we've already covered like people. I've twisted my ankle once. One of our mates does it every time we're out.
Shout out to Westy.
Also, something with a good grip, because I don't know if I told you this before, but I was at one game day where the very first game, it was like, I think it was like April, so it's like very damp. Guy wearing trainers slips over, lands on his shoulder, breaks his collarbone. Oof. And it was like a speedball game. It was like a warm-up game. So as he's lying on the ground in immense pain, everyone is just shooting him because they don't know that he's fucked himself up. And it's even worse because the guy, I was stood next to his mate, and he said this is his first. He didn't even want to do it. It was his first go at it, and he's like seriously hurt himself.
Let me guess, he was wearing trainers.
He was wearing trainers, and the floor was slippy. So
yeah,
I mean, how many
grippy boots then?
Yeah, I mean, how many times have you gone to a site where they've got obstacles and they always say don't climb over them because it's slippy. So
I mean, your boots will only take you so far, but obviously the better quality, the better the grip, the better off you'll be. I mean, personally, I've tried quite a few brands now. I've tried surplus stuff. It's not comfortable.
Nah.
They say, oh, there's a break-in period and it lasts about 2 months and it's awful, and just no, bin them.
Bollocks! I've still got skin missing off the back of my heels because of those fucking things.
So I've had good experiences with all sorts of things. I'm quite the fan of. I'm quite a big fan of the Skechers boots, the walking boots they do.
They're the ones that Kelly Brook advertises.
Anyway.
And Jamie Redknapp.
Stop.
Don't ruin it.
Fuck. Anyway.
Skechers are good. And
the Skechers boots, they're cheap. They did the job, and they lasted about 2.5 years. I didn't really look after them. They lasted. So I'd personally recommend the Skechers boots. They're pretty good for me. I've recently just bought some other ones from, I think it was Mountain Warehouse. Just look for the offers. You don't have to spend silly money on them, but if you do want to, it's probably going to be money well spent, because at the end of the day, the boots, you're going to use them often.
Again, bit of advice, hiking boots, because they're made to be worn all the way through the day.
Yeah,
so more
exactly.
Yeah,
good quality hiking boots.
Yeah.
And I think we've mentioned it in a podcast prior, but obviously if you don't use them just for airsoft, you can use them for hiking, other things, just going for a mooch about, whatever. So we've covered Face Pro, iPro, Face Pro type thing, gloves, boots.
Yeah.
Now, trousers.
Trousers.
Obviously don't go out and buy Cry. If you've just started, don't be silly, don't spend silly money. I wouldn't say more money equals better gameplay. It's not going to make any better player. Just get some Vipers or some surplus would do the job. So ideally something with knee pads.
I don't know if I agree with that, because I mean, it depends what kind of look you want to go for. I think if you're going for like the operator style, you could probably just go down to your local Primark.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Get yourself £10-15 pair of jeans.
Yeah.
You see enough people in jeans every time.
Yeah, I'd say that's not a bad
jeans,
show.
Even Decathlon, places like that do kind of just walking
jeans
gear.
Were created for workwear.
I mean, I've seen people even wearing work trousers, the DeWalt trousers.
Oh god, yeah,
I've done that before.
Yeah. No, you actually look at like combat trousers and then like a carpenter's trousers, and the only difference is the colour.
Mm-hmm. I think clothing-wise, it all depends on what look you want to go for. If you want to be a Milsimi look, go down to your local surplus. One, you're supporting a local company, and you're going to get it cheaper than you are going to be going online and probably buying all brand new stuff.
Yeah.
I'd say just get something. Just make sure they are like durable.
Yeah, I'd say at minimum, personally, from experience, get something with knee pads or buy some knee pads separately. Yeah. I prefer built-in knee pads because there's nothing worse than kneeling down on a concrete floor covered in BBs, and it's not pleasant. So
it's worse than stepping on Lego.
Yeah, it's, as a dad, I can vouch for that. Now, Viper do good ones. Emerson do good trousers with the built-in knee pads. TMC.
They're like about 80, 70 quid, but they do last a long time.
Yeah, and you'll get your money's worth. Now, you've got to bear in mind...
They used to actually be crap, by the way, but they got really good.
Yeah, they picked up the quality. I think they just sort of got feedback.
The elastic bit, very thin used to be. Very, very cold. Revealing.
I don't want to think about that. Anyway,
you were there.
Moving on swiftly. Now I've got that fucking visage burnt in my eyes forever. In my mind.
Point is, get get stuff that you can afford that's good. Again, that's really all we have to say. It's like, it doesn't matter. If you want to go for like cool kid points and stuff like that, no problem with that at all. Just make sure that when it rains or it snows or it's anything like that, that you keep warm. You know.
Yeah, you want a good variety kit, wet weather gear, obviously the hot weather gear type thing, decent shirts, etc. Now, your loadout and your look and your kit is going to change after the first year or two.
Oh.
I've no doubt in my mind you'll go, actually I prefer that look, I like that one, I like that, and you'll change constantly and chop and change. You might eventually find a spot where you think, I'm happy with that look, and you'll stick with it, but this is why I'm emphasising don't spend a fortune now, because you're more than likely going to change your gear 6 months down the line.
You've really brought on the wrong person to talk about this.
Yeah, well, you spend a fucking fortune on stuff. But anyway,
I've had some pretty decent deals on all my stuff. I mean, when I first started, I bought just buy a chest rig to begin with. Don't go out and buy a plate carrier. I think I bought
micro chest rig.
Yeah, 30 quid from Amazon for the Viper Tactical one. Yes, you don't get the inserts. They're like an extra £5-10.
But so, you can change them out for whatever you use.
Yeah, £40 all in, and you've got a rig that will hold 3 Stanag Star mags and 4 SMG
MP5s,
mags.
isn't it? Yeah.
And you can even swap that up and have 3 and 4, because you can hold 2 kind of sets of mags.
Yeah, you can do all sorts. Get something molly, relatively cheap, because you're more than likely going to change it. It's just something just to tide you over.
But again, it's like I've got like, oh god, I've bought so many chest rigs over the years. Alice webbing, LBVs, plate carriers. I've got the Slicksters. I love at the moment because they're kind of like in the middle ground between a chest rig and a plate carrier. So it's like, you know, I want to wear a backpack, but I want the body armour as well, just for the look.
Reasonable.
So, yeah. I can't remember the name of the company. It's like Crydex or...
Oh, yes, I know what you mean. I'll do the research. I'll just stick it in like a little...
They're a good company because they do chest rigs, plate carriers, Slicksters...
Yes, Crydex, sorry. It's one of my... It's the counterweight pouch I've got here.
They do pouches, all stuff. Very good. Also, one pouch company I like that's very cheap and also has the best name ever. You can find them on Amazon. Excellent Elite Spanker. I am seriously not making it up.
I can't believe there's a company called Excellent Elite Spanker.
It's amazing. One, it's a good company name, and two, they do some pretty decent pouches. I got like an old-fashioned green, you know, the cover pouches for M4 mags. I just got like a triple one, and it's the stitching and the quality of it is really good for how much it is.
Yeah, fair.
And also the name is amazing. One Tigris though, their molly straps and the backs they don't line up properly.
Not a fan of the One Tigris.
It's like you get it all sorted, and it's all like crumped up, and it's just like this doesn't look right.
I don't know. I feel like for a beginner, some of that stuff's a bit too much. I feel like when you're first starting out,
you just got some cheap.
Oh yeah, but One Tigris and Elite Excellent. I'm going to say it fully because it is an awesome name. Excellent Elite Spanker. They are like.
I really hope that company's not called that. No, he's just mispronouncing it.
No, dude, I'll show you. It's amazing. No, but they are the low end of the price. They're on the low end of the price, but they are really good.
Yeah, that's fair enough. So we've covered eye pro, face pro, boots, chest rig, trousers. What about tops? What are we saying about tops? So personally, a black tee will do the job. Black t-shirt. Quick brief pause. Shirts and sort of your upperwear now. So obviously hot weather you want t-shirts, things like that. Yeah. A button-up plaid shirt's fine.
Yeah, but again, with beginners, people are scared about being hit, so they're going to go with something long sleeve. The blue hoodie of Timmy the Rental is always eternal and always approved. But again, just a camo shirt or
Ubaks top.
Just like a good workman shirt.
Anything will do the trick. You don't have to look super operator for your first 6 months of playing, because you're going to change your look in 6 months anyway. There's really no point in spending a fortune on stuff like that. So obviously if it's roasting, a good t-shirt. If it's sort of coldish weather, hoodie and some wet weather gear. If
you want to keep mud off the bottom of your trousers, Gators. But again,
Gators
this,
are a good shout. I used to.
yeah,
run
you used to wear
quite
Gators.
often.
But again, this is like for beginners. But it's like just get good stuff that you can afford.
It's site specific. If you're playing
Yes.
CQB, you probably don't need a good pair of boots. You just need a good pair of comfortable trainers. If I'm doing CQB, I run around in high top skate Vans
Yeah.
because they support my ankle if I do go over.
Yeah.
My chest rig is perfectly fine. It's light. It's, I can just get my 3 mags in there. That's all I need. If you're doing outdoor, have layers to it. Don't just get one big waterproof jacket that's going to do you fine. Get yourself a hoodie and a water resistant layer, so that you can at least get your. If you're in the middle of a game and it starts throwing it down, you can either have it in a backpack or you might already have it on. I already have mine on if it's cold weather, just because it's an extra layer, keeps me warm.
Yeah.
If it then starts raining, I can at least finish the game I'm doing and go, right, do I want to continue playing in this weather? Check my weather app. Oh, right, it's going to stop in an hour. Right, I'll sit this one out so I don't get pee wet through, and I'll carry on after that.
How many games have you played or days where it's like it's snowing or it's raining and it's really bad weather and you think, right, I've got all my layers on. You play your first 5 minutes of your game and you're just like,
too hot. Strip 15 layers off.
You take your coat off.
Yeah.
You switch hats for instead of like a beanie, you put a baseball cap on. It's like, and then 5 minutes later, it's just like, and then you take something else off.
Yeah.
It's a weird game of stripping.
You had to make it fucking weird. Anyway, so let's move on to your first rifle. What would we recommend as first rifles, brands, etc.? Because, for the love of God, please don't go on Facebook and type in, "Excuse boys, what's the best gun?" You're just going to get laughed at.
The answer is there isn't one.
There isn't one.
No, you forget how old I am. I started this before the internet was a
I was
thing.
going to say, the internet wasn't around for you,
I mean, it was, but it was like fucking CRT shit.
I mean, when I first started, I bought a Spectre Arms 416. I liked the look of the 416, and it wasn't my first choice over my AK, but everybody was kind of like, go for a M4 style. It was a Spectre Arms. It was okay for the first.
What made
game.
you go for the Spectre though? Was it price or?
Yeah, the price.
I think it was the price because round about when he started, that was when I was looking at a Spectre. Because remember, I wanted a 416. It ended up bashing one together out of like an M4 and other bits. And then, guess what? Everyone has a 416 because Spectre came out with a very affordable one.
Yeah, I think mine was say 250, 280.
Patrol base.
I mean,
no, UK Airsoft Nottingham.
There's loads and loads and loads of affordable brands out there that are okay, good entry level stuff that you can upgrade. If you can, get something that's worth upgrading, it will last a little bit of time.
You know what I'm going to say, don't you?
What's that?
Cyma.
Yeah, I mean, Double Bell are a good option. They've been pretty. It's not the new hot topic thing, but they're good quality for the money. It's not bad at all. So just have a sift around, do some research.
I will say Cyma though.
Especially for AKs, Cyma aren't a bad shout.
AKs, M4s, G30, whatever they do, they're good. And the one thing that the only piece of advice I stress to people when you buy your first airsoft rifle is, now, a lot of people don't like the weight of it, but metal.
Yeah, don't go and buy a plastic gun. For God's sake, don't.
No, because one thing I see people do, they buy a plastic M4 and then they switch out the front rail system, which is aftermarket, always metal. So you got a plastic body with a metal bit on the front, and then they trip or they hit a tree, because I've heard people do that, not that I've ever done it and knocked anything, and then the rifle's like snapped in two because the weight of the metal is just So I always say, get what you want, but if it's an AK or M4 metal, obviously you're not going to get a metal G36C.
No. There's also no retail value or resale value with a plastic M4. You're going to struggle to resell that. You really are.
The best option is to give it to someone if you want to get rid of a rental.
I quite often buy second-hand guns as a tech, and I'll recondition them, get them sold on. I will more often than not buy even a completely broken metal M4 that the gearbox is knackered in, because I can just replace the gearbox and upgrade it from there. If it's a plastic bodied M4, it's worthless to me because there's no resale value. So do yourself a favour and get something with a metal external if they're made in metal. Obviously, like Greg said, G36 they tend to be more polymer. So choose wisely when you do pick your first gun. Now, another thing I want to cover, do you reckon a first time player, or say the first year of playing airsoft, do they really need a pistol or anything
No.
like, or a belt, or
No.
because they're going to start looking. But
I'd say the first year, if you're just skirmishing in like a woodland game, not really, because you very rarely use a pistol in woodland. But if it's someone who's starting out and they primarily go to a CQB site, yeah, they're going to want a pistol, and they are useful.
So let's just spitball. If you wanted to get a pistol and you've just started airsoft, what would you recommend?
AAP01. All day, every day.
Okay, so yours is AAP01. What's yours?
I'm a basic bitch, bloc. Although, I have finally found my unicorn of a pistol, I just need some mags for it.
Which is?
The HK USP.
Anyway, as a tech,
it's glorious.
something that's really low maintenance, simple, always works in all weather, I'd actually recommend a Mark 23 SOCOM. The non-blowback, adjustable hop with the TM.
Yeah, it's like the adult version of mine.
I'm an indoor player.
It doesn't matter. Just take the suppressor off. Pop, 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 and just get a strong finger. But my point is, they're cheap, a lot cheaper than sort of the more sort of premium Glocks and things like that. It'll do well outdoors because they, once you've got a few upgrades in them, they can hop like a 3.2, etc.
Yes, they can.
And they're really quiet and they're very efficient on gas, which is cost saving. So I'd personally recommend the TM Mark 23 or something like that. I've heard the good things about the Novridge equivalent. For the money, it's not bad. But I'd stay away from the cheaper variants because you have to spend more money to get into the same quality as the TM.
I will counter that and say WE Glock.
How much was your WE Glock?
It was second hand, so it was 40 quid.
Okay. Well, if you were to buy a new one, how much do you think
I
you're
got a
roughly
Glock
looking?
19, and it was so long ago I can't remember. But you can go on patrol base. But WE Glock, because like Cymer, they're very well made. They run well. They last for a bit, and also the WEs. It doesn't matter if it's a Glock or a PX4 or Beretta or Colt 45, whatever. They're all CO2 compatible straight out of the box.
Well,
so,
the ones I've seen, I don't know.
The newer ones, basically everything that they've released, I think from like 5 years ago, is CO2 compatible.
Oh, fair enough. Obviously, like I said, you've got to pick something you like and just do a bit of research first. But purely for reliability, for me, I'd say the Mark 23 because it's simple. You're going for the AAP, did you say?
Purely for the upgrades.
Yeah.
I mean, it's around £90 to £100. I mean,
you can get some cool body kits
yeah.
and make it funky and upgrade from there. You're going Glock. So now
I am a weird traditionalist.
So if you're looking to expand your kit a little more, the next thing to consider is belts. Don't go by how do you describe it? It's like a yoke style belt.
Battle belt.
Yeah, battle belt style.
It's funny because my brother's just bought one.
I mean, they're okay. They're an interesting look, but they're just a bit rattly. They're a bit old school.
I've got no problem with them. I used to run one. The only reason why I stopped using it was because I found something else that I preferred.
Yeah.
But they're okay. You can get there's a lot of space on them for mags. There's also you got a side bit so you can fit a holster on it.
Yeah.
They are useful and they have their uses.
Yeah, if it was me, I'd personally recommend a shooter's belt. Now, Viper do them, all sorts of companies do them. A shooter's belt is quite a simple system. You've got a Velcro inner that goes to your actual trouser belt loops. And then there's a molly over piece that just sort of Velcros to the outside and clips together. So you're holding your trousers up and you've got a decent belt with some molly on it so you can put your pistol holster, a dump pouch, spare mags, etc. And they're quite affordable nowadays.
Waifu pouch.
Yeah, if you want to be a degenerate. And you can sort of pick them up relatively cheap. So
that's not my wife.
The final part I want to cover as far as early player kit is headwear. So we'll start with Elliot. What do you reckon? Helmet, cap, boonie,
Cap, boonie or a beanie. Beanie if it's cold or if you're doing a bit of indoor, gives you the extra little bit of protection on your forehead. Cap for when you're outside in the woodlands, especially if it's sunny, or a boonie for the same reason. The cap gives you a little bit more purely because you've got the solid brim. If something hits that, one, you can hear it. Two, it's just going to hopefully deflect and go somewhere else.
Sometimes though they deflect and go under the peak and then get you right in the middle of the forehead and then you start bleeding a lot.
Kieran knows about that one.
Yeah, it happened to me as well.
What would you recommend? Helmet, cap?
Again,
it's a bit of a vague one, obviously, because people are going to play at different sites.
It's pretty much the same as Elliot. It's like if you're outside, I'd say beanie for winter, boonie, baseball cap for summer, patrol cap, you know. But they're good hats. But helmet, I'd say, is more of a CQB thing.
Yeah, if you're playing somewhere which has got low hanging areas, etc.
Yeah.
But yeah, you get shot in
the
the face a lot more CQB, you get a lot more head hits, so it's a very good layer of protection. Also, you can fit flashbangs, so I know we're talking about beginners, but everyone has ear pro, they want ear pro because it looks cool, but it does actually have a use at CQB. So I'd say helmet for inside, outside, yeah.
Yeah, just be aware, if you're running a helmet and you're running glasses, not mesh glasses, but normal glasses, they might steam up quicker.
Oh, it doesn't matter what you wear.
Yeah.
You're going to steam up.
Now, my recommendation would probably be, if you're playing outdoors, just a cap. Something like that's fine. If you're playing indoors or somewhere where you could potentially bang your head, just get a semi-decent helmet. It doesn't need to be anything special, long as it's got padding in it and you're not doing a Harry and having screws just right next to your head. Yeah, long story.
Well, yeah.
So, yeah, I'd recommend something like that. Don't go over the top, because you're probably going to change your look, like I've said 50 times. You're going to change it up. Now, the final part, which we're going to cover in part 2, somewhat, during this review, is do you go for mesh or clear glasses? As a beginner.
As a beginner, I went for because I wear glasses normally, I went for the very, very stylish look of DIY safety glasses over my glasses. And I don't mean like glasses, I mean like, you know, the goggles.
Yeah, the big...
With the red, with the black and yellow string. Yeah.
What would you say?
Definitely clear glasses. I've played one game of mesh, no, 2 games of mesh, one outdoor, one indoor. Indoor was probably the worst experience of my life. You've got bits going in your eye if you get shot in the face, or bits hitting you in the face constantly.
Just quickly, one of the first CQB games I ever played was inside. Obviously, it's inside, but it was at night. No lights, because it was an old abandoned warehouse, so it was just weapon lights. And my safety glasses were tinted, because I thought, I'm going to put some money in, I'm going to buy some glasses, got some Viper safety goggles, and I stupidly bought tinted ones and wore them at night.
Yes, I wouldn't advise getting tinted. If it was me,
it was
personally, if you're going to buy first ones, these are a little bit expensive. They're very good. They're sort of premium quality.
Definitely say they're worth the money.
They're worth the money, but we'll go over that in part 2.
Yeah, I'd say iPro's the one thing you do not want to skimp
Don't skimp on your iPro. Personally, I don't recommend mesh. I'd say go for nice, good quality, proper safety rated, clear glasses. So, I'd say that pretty much rounds up part 1, which is, you know, what to start your airsoft kit with. We'll go to part 2, which is the review of the bloc safety glasses. So I'll catch you in a minute, chaps. Cheers. Hey guys, welcome back to part 2, and in this part we're going to be reviewing the bloc glasses that have just come out for airsoft. They've been out for what, so say about a year now? They were there when we went to NAF last year, and that's where I picked up mine, and I believe you picked up yours then, did you?
Picked up mine at NAF as well.
Yeah, and they had the special edition frames and all that sort of stuff. I've still got my receipt. How have you found yours?
I've only had one issue with them, and it's the sweat. They don't fog. I've not had them fog yet. I've swapped out the lenses. I had the black ones in the summer, well, the shaded ones in the summer. Swapped them for the orange ones when it started to get a bit colder. But they've not fogged in either. But the sweat seems to build around the top, kind of where the frame sits, and just drips down. That seems to be the only issue I've had with them. But that's probably a me problem for sweating too much.
Right.
Aside from that, I've loved them.
Now, obviously, Greg, you can't really comment because you don't wear blocks because you've got the glasses problem. Now, my pair, I'm still on the original lenses that I got, which is just the clear set. which I got at NAF, which was August last year, so it's a fair while ago. And I've still got the other 2 pairs of lenses that come in the packet. So I've got the orange ones and the what do you call them? Fogged ones, shaded, tinted.
Yeah.
Still in the packet. So if you keep them in the packets, it keeps their warranty, because they've got, is it a year warranty per set of lenses, which is a massive bonus. Now they say you get a year's warranty per set of lenses as soon as they're open. That timer starts, and they're guaranteed not to fog. Now if they fog in that time, you can send them back under warranty, from what we were told. And you've obviously had a pair of fog, haven't you?
Yeah,
so
I've sent them back.
How did that go?
Fairly simple. There's I just went onto the website at the time, contact us. Hi, I've had a set of your lenses. I think I'd only had them probably 3 months, because I bought, it was before Christmas. I bought them at NAF, so yeah, it would have been within a 3 month period. They'd started to fog up, so I literally sent them back, and that was it. I've not had another set of the lenses that I've put in fog. I'm not sure I've got something.
So let's just briefly go over what you get in the case. Now, what I got in my case, which was at the bloc stand, little card just given with the contact details, etc. My receipt, which I'll keep in my case just in case I need to send them back under warranty. I've got all my details. The case itself, which obviously holds the glasses and then the bits that come with it. The storage case for your glasses, the frames themselves, and then you get the lenses that are in the frames that come with it, and then in this particular case a little bag with your 2 other sets of lenses. Now this bag's quite a nice little storage thing. It's very crinkly, so sorry about the mic, and that'll just keep them nice and out of the way, and it all packs away nice and neatly. Now I've not had them fog yet, and this is the only pair of glasses I've had to date since I've been playing Airsoft. Now I started playing when I was 13, I'm coming up to 32 now. These are the only pair of glasses I've had since I've been playing that I haven't fogged. I've had sweat running down them, and I've had literally water running down them from sweat building up on my forehead, etc., running down, that sort of thing. But you can still go, sort of breathe on that way, they won't fog. And these initial pair of lenses that I've had in since NAF last year, they've had a lot of wear and tear, they've been shot multiple times, they're still fine. So, would you recommend them?
Oh, definitely.
How much are they?
I think these sent me. Well, I've got the receipt here.
The price varies. I have a feeling I think there was a deal on it now, hence why we went for the 3 set of lenses.
Yeah, I paid. So, if you can see, there's 90 there, and then there was 5 paid by cash or 5 by PayPal. So it's £95, which was the special price at NAF for those. Now, I don't know what they're currently running for. I'll have a look on the website and chuck it up on the screen now. I'd recommend them. You know, even if they're, say, 120 quid, you can't really pay too much for iPro, as far as I'm concerned, long as they're properly safety rated, which these seem to be, and they don't fog. I can't fault them. So, by all means, if you're after in the market for a new pair of eye protection, for the Nemcast subscribers specifically, go out and get yourself a pair of these. They do multiple sets of different kinds of colours of frames, that sort of thing. Well worth a purchase.
That's another thing we forgot about. I mean, I bought the kind of full-on set, so they do a kind of full seal. If you don't want the just kind of sitting on your face, so BB might go underneath, probably won't, but you can get a full sealed kind of
goggles,
gasket, kind of like you've got on the back of these.
Yeah, goggles, kind of. Yeah.
That will sit fairly comfortably around your face, and they've come with a elastic strap so that they're not going anywhere. And I think it was only about an extra £10-15 on top of the normal price. So say I paid 110 at most, and I got the full kit. Even when you've got them fully sealed to your face, I have not had them fog yet. I've had sweat running down them still, but fogging and things like that. I don't look after them at all. Mine have got battered. The amount of times everybody's seen them drop off my plate carrier or wherever I've decided to hang them after a game day and they've dropped on the floor and scraped about, things like that. They are really hard wearing. I've got one scratch on them for probably the 100 times I've dropped them, and you can't see it when you've got them on. They're incredible.
So overall, recommend.
Definitely.
Yeah. What would you, now? Obviously, we're now moving on from the bloc review, which I'm sure Big Kieran, our mate, will also give a little review in the comments if he gets a chance, because he's also got a pair of these, and I believe he's had a pair of lenses fog that I'm not sure if he's bothered to email them and get it sorted. Now, you wear glasses. Obviously you'd struggle to wear blocks, I believe.
Well, yeah.
What do you do as far as eye pro is concerned?
Well, like I said previously, I used to wear like DIY goggles and glasses over them, which they're alright, but you've got 2 layers, so you're basically wearing double glazing on your eyes. Then after a while I switched to, I can't remember the make, but they were glasses like those, and they had I think Newpol do a version of it. But
it's like the clip-in insert.
Yeah, it's like the insert that clips in. Now they're good, but if you're a glasses wearer, you'll know this. If you're used to a frame like this, or whatever style you wear, if you wear something that's a different shape, it throws off your depth perception. So you'd notice, like, I'd put those goggles on and I'd be fumbling for stuff. I'd be like, oh fuck, because they were curved and they were also oval, so it's like completely different depth perception. So I had enough of that, and I went looking for safety prescription lenses. And I found this company, Safety Protection Glasses. It's original. No, they are good though. I think they're in Ireland. And what you do is you just go onto their site, you find the style you want. So you can have like aviators or anything like that. I went for glasses that most match mine, again for the shape. And you go through all the checklists of what lens protector, stuff like that, the strength of them, shielding around the eyes, the side bits, they clip on and off. So if I wanted to, I could wear these out in public. I'd just buy a glasses retainer so that they don't slip off my face. And they were about 90 quid as well. I thought they'd be very expensive. I mean, 90 quid is a lot for something, but it's eye protection.
Yeah, you only get one
Is
set
that
of
with a
eyes.
prescription lens as well?
Yeah, that is with the prescription lens.
That's very cheap.
That is, and we tested them. As soon as we got them, as soon as I got them, brought them down here, and we put them in. We started shooting at them, and I have never shit myself more. Edit that bit out because I'm sick of talking about shitting myself. We put them on the table.
No, I don't think I will.
We put them on a table, and I got an AEG, and it's like, right, stand off in the distance and shoot the BB. And I was there like, because I've just spent money on it and it's untested. So I'm thinking, if it breaks, I've wasted some money. But they do refunds for breakage and stuff like that. So they are a good company. I've recommended them to a few people. And but that wasn't good enough for you. So it made me, Courtney says, right, sniper rifle.
Yeah, 500 FPS jobby, or within the limits. I think it was a 4.8 at the time. I built a rifle to the limit with a 4.8, and I went, go test them with that. That's worst case scenario. CQB style with one of those below MED, and then at least you're safe.
Then that worked, perfect. I mean, there's not a scratch on them.
No.
Don't know if you'll be able to see it this way. But then you gave me a CO2 pistol and made me shoot it again. I felt like don't know if you'll be able to see, but there's like no scratches. And I've been shot in the eye, God knows how many times since I've had this, and perfect. They've not broken, they've not scratched. Very good. I need to get another set because my last test, my eyes have changed slightly, so I can still use them, but it's just like at a certain distance things are a bit blurry.
Yeah.
But that's it.
No, obviously.
Still very usable, very good. Highly recommend to people who wear glasses.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're wearing double glazing and that fucking sucks.
I imagine if you've got eyes that can suit it, you could also run the contact lenses and
I've got to think
blocks
about
or whatever you want.
I watched Zombie Flesh Eater when I was a kid, and I'm not touching my eye after that fucking scene.
Okay.
He'll know. The bit of the
So,
spinner.
Overall, thoughts on the blocks, we recommend. Do yourself a favour, treat yourself to a pair, get the extra lenses, etc. Worth the money. So I think that rounds up part 2. We'll be back very shortly for part 3. Cheers, chaps. Hey guys, welcome back to the final part, which is part 3, and we'll be discussing briefly what's going on in the next episode. Now, personally, I've got absolutely no idea what we're going to plan for the next one, and I'm not going to promise anything because I keep promising things, plans change, people can't turn up, etc. So the next one, what we're going to do is very early on put a poll out on our social media, so please check it out if you get the chance, and just put what you'd like to see, either in this comment section or on the social media poll, and we'll see what we can do about that. Ooh. Yes, please like, subscribe, comment, tell us what you think about, part 1 and part 2. Any advice always goes a long way.
What is your favourite gun and why is it an AK?
Exactly. So, cheers chaps, I'll see you in the next one.
Shout out to Ash, you sexy.
Who?